Rob got so paranoid after his brother took that Xanax that he would not take any more medicine. He wouldn't take his pills. He wouldn't take a baby aspirin. And therefore, from not taking a pill, he died for afraid he was going to get something with fentanyl in it. So I lost both of our sons, one from taking a pill and one from not taking a pill. Shawn was called Smiley. He always smiled. He always had that smile on his face. He was always happy. He was always laughing. And you could get so mad at him. And then he would just look at you and smile, and you're like, oh. You know? Right. He took, now, my oldest one, that was a different story. He wasn't like that. But Shawn was. He was our oldest one, 46, had degenerative disc disease, had 3 back surgeries, got allergic to all the titanium. The titanium was taken out of him. He never recovered from that. He had an eye disease called dominant optic nerve atrophy, and they ended up taking his license from him. He was legally blind. And so he lived at home with us. And, you know, he was in pain all the time and always a little bit angry and hurt, you know. He really didn't fit in this world. You know, he was better and beyond that. And like I said, after he lost his brother, his only sibling, he was scared to take a baby aspirin. He wouldn't even take it. He wouldn't take a baby aspirin. He used to take goodies for his headaches because he had chronic migraines. And he just stopped. He threw it all away because he was scared he was going to get fentanyl. And he ended up dying anyway. So we lost them both. So this is my son, Shawn Roberts. He was 39 years old. And he was injured 10 days prior to him dying. He hurt his back helping his father carry a generator up the stairs. And my husband took him to the emergency room. He pulled his back out pretty bad. He was in a lot of pain. They recommended ibuprofen and heat and ice, which he did for several days. And on around the 10th day, he was working with me. And he asked me if he was going to work the next morning with me. And I told him, yes, I wanted him to work with me, but I didn't want him to lift anything heavy up. Just wanted to sit down and you know, do little as possible. So that night, he went to bed, said, I love you, and I'll see you in the morning. And the next morning, I woke up, and I asked my husband, has Shawn been, did he sleep last night? And he said, yes, I did. I didn't hear him pacing the floor. Because he was pacing the floor because he was in so much pain. And I told my husband, I said, well, let him sleep a couple more hours and then wake him up and he can come into work because he needed his rest. A couple hours later, my husband called my brother up, who was just down the road from where I was, and told my brother to get to me. My brother came in the house that I was staging at and had me call my husband up. And my husband told me my son was gone. And I didn't comprehend it, what he was saying to me. And then, you know, I got taken home and my son had died. And I was like, how did he die? What happened? He only injured his back. So the police came. And, of course, the funeral home came and took his body out. Nobody answered any questions for us. I didn't know why he died. They searched my house. There was nothing in our house, no drugs or anything like that. And they never called us back and never asked us a question. So we had him taken to the funeral home. I'm going to have him cremated. And before we did that, I asked my husband, I said, we need to do an autopsy. I want to know why he died. You don't die from a back injury. And so we had an autopsy done. We paid for that, cash out of our pocket. And the autopsy guy called us several days later, or actually the next day or 2 days after that, and said that, you know, my son had an enlarged heart and he had double pneumonia in both of his lungs. And then the toxicology report came back that he died of a fake Xanax, and it was laced with fentanyl and heroin. And that's the first time I ever heard of fentanyl. Didn't know how he got it, why he got it, where he got it. Actually, I know why he got it, because he was, you know, he was in a lot of pain and he wanted to sleep. And he had been prescribed Xanax before, but apparently he didn't have it. So we had no idea where he got it from or how he got it or who he got it from. And there was never an investigation. Nobody ever asked us one question. His phone was an iPhone. It was face recognition, so we couldn't get into his iPhone. And they gave his iPhone back. And for 2 years, I was just wandering around trying to figure out why, where he got it. 2.5 years ago, this is his oldest brother. His name is Rob. Robert Roberts. Rob was 46 years old. And Rob had a heart attack and died. And I knew immediately, that he had a heart attack. I was never thinking of anything about drugs or anything like that because he didn't do it. He was on medication for high blood pressure. He was legally blind. He was disabled. They both left children behind. And my husband and I have to pick the pieces up and go on. So I'm trying to spread awareness for mental health and to get it out there so no one else has to go through what we had to go through. I'm not here for Shawn or for my son Rob. I'm here because of them. And I want to get their story out. I want to help other parents, other people from going through this. I want to reach the children, the younger adults. Please don't take a pill. One pill can kill. And that's what happened with my son Rob. He was afraid to take one pill, even if it was prescribed. So I lost my only two sons because of this crisis that's going on in America, and I'm trying to make a difference. I will be with them one day. I don't want to be with them anytime soon because I have a mission to do. My purpose is to spread awareness. I didn't ask for this and never wanted to do this. I was never a speaker, but I'm trying to raise awareness, and I'm doing a big awareness this year on May 10th in Chesapeake, Virginia. Something I was very scared to ever do, but I'm doing it because it has to be done, and somebody has to do it because I do not want my grandchildren or anybody else to go through this, any other parent to go through what we've gone through. And there's 35,000 on one group right now, loss of voices of fentanyl. I mean, it's happening every day, all day long. And the thing is, the news they don't talk about it. It's like a 747 dropping out of the sky daily. That many people die, and they don't announce it. They don't talk about it. And I don't understand it. It's like they're trying to kill off our youth.
When I hear her talk to people about fentanyl, she's always talking to them. I tell them, I'll jump in and say, she's not just talking the talk. She's walking the walk. She really is. She's met with Governor Youngkin, Lady Youngkin. She's doing a rally this coming May. She's working hard to fight this disease, epidemic. I'm not sure what you would call it, but I'm inspired by her.
Yeah, I have a little help, especially from my friend over here. She's my true trooper. She pushes me and encourages me all the time, and so and she follows me and goes with me, and is my good support system on it. She doesn't have any kids, but she understands.
No one can question that she's not fighting, because she's fighting like hell.
They need to know awareness. They need to educate themselves on it. And unfortunately, that's where it's happening. They don't educate themselves on it until it happens to them, and it's too late. I didn't educate myself on it. I didn't think I had to. I thought I taught my boys everything. They went to Christian school. We were raised in a Christian family. My husband and I have been celebrating our 50th anniversary this year. It wasn't a perfect family. It wasn't a perfect life. But we're not perfect people. But I thought I told them, think smart, make good choices. And I still instill that in my grandkids. But a lesson I really don't know unless you handcuff them to you. And I don't know. They're going to go out there. They're going to have peer pressure, and they're going to believe their friends. They're going to believe people take this. And you don't know where those people are getting that stuff from. They're naive. And I really, truly don't know how to do it. I don't know what I would have done differently if I had a chance to do it all over again. I have no idea.
Cherish every minute you do have with your loved ones, because you never know when they'll end. And secondly is just spread the awareness. Make everyone know. Don't take anything from anyone, not even an aspirin. Be careful when you're out. Watch your drinks, or your sodas or this. Just simple things, simple measures, simple answers. It's so easy, especially to stress it for the young people. It's so easy to, just take something from them, and they don't even think twice. They don't question it. They just need to be made aware and much more cautious. she's not doing this for Shawn. She's doing it because of him. And she wants to prevent the heartache and the pain that she and many others have to go through and go through daily and will go through until they meet their loved ones again. She wants to prevent that. And with awareness, I think it can definitely be reduced.